Little did I know the impact my answer would have down the road.
Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, touch the driver's with some money, man, I need a couple mil. Think you need a man, you ain't even eating. You think the freshman ain't half man as well? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Claims thinking this, so we just ran in the spot. We always spin the block of life like the hand in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? And then we spin the block around like the hand in the clock. When I'm doing numbers, all the mad that I'm dropping the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they pull each other, think that they're the winning team, go losing. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a ball of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag, and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4 in the car, but dash.
What is they gonna find?
I got a note the assistant GM wanted to see me a few weeks later. I thought I might be in trouble, but it turned out to be something totally different.
I was thinking about I should have been in the train. I think we should go with
The assistant GM made his notes and thanked me. You can imagine my surprise when I read later that we'd actually signed them. The next day, we were doing the meet and greet in the locker room when Coach came in and told us to suit up.
Oh no, what you got to say to him?
We had a training plan, and once we had our cleats laced up and our helmets on, we hit the practice field.
But then probably you get to, with the GM, you get to choose who gets to come to your team and stuff like that. I like that. Since we talk to GM, we get the GM gets two choices of two people. Like, no, we're not gonna choose that dude from the Cardinals because they beat us in the preseason, which doesn't only count, but still, you gotta choose.
All right, fellas, sit up. This league has too many good teams for us to win games with average performance. It takes perfection. So let's be perfect today, fellas.
That was bad. Oh, we got that one. Wow, they just jumping in and they just shouldn't like Jackson.
man. That was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday.
Good job. I'll give you that one.
The drills had shown us adding top-tier talent was only one part of the formula. We still had work to do.
Let me tell you the word about your baby delivered despite the dream.
We were under the microscope, and I'd have to maintain my confidence if we were going to make a good showing at our first regular season game.
We're gonna make our show. We're gonna make sure we do. Charges. Heavy charges. After research for the raise about the team's ability to put up points. Now we gotta do week 1 at the New York Giants. Here we go. See what we can do here.
The Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. Let's be frank about it. No more radio shows. No more podcasts. No more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native. At quarterback, it's Baker Mayfield.
Between the Bears now, he's going to be for the Giants here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. On the play. Brings up 3rd down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. And the Giants 1st down. He will go down. Sack back at the 46. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to work and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Wow.
Number 6, Baker Mayfield.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is caught, and the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. A big 1st down on the fake punt. What a call, 16 yards. Wow, what a gutsy call. If you're the defense, opening drive, you just got the stopper, at least you think, and then boom, right back on the field for more.
It had the feel of something that they had planned for all week. Hey, first drive of the game, let's be aggressive, let's go get them.
6-yard line. Mayfield off the play fake. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 from 2 yards out. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. The extra point. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Richard. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. So here we are, Charles, the dawn of a new season, and you start looking around at teams that you might think are Super Bowl worthy. And I think the discussion begins and ends really with this crew right here, because they're putting together quite an assortment of talent on offense.
And I'm starting to wonder a little bit, partner, is this team playing a little little bit of possum right now. In other words, not trying to show everything they've got too early because they let us watch a few practices and they looked a little sloppy to me. I wonder if they're a team that feels like they've already arrived and they can just turn it on when the season begins because, let's face it, it's an embarrassment of riches in terms of talent. So can they put it all together? Can the chemistry develop? And will they be ready to go when the season begins? They've got to pick up the pace in practice from what I've seen.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Richard, and complete to Zach Ertz. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Don't forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And that'll be incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
On 3rd and 2, Richard. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to sit.
Inside the 5-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the gun, Richard. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Got him in open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 4 yards on the touchdown ground. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team is scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a multi-play, so be it. The main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some tempo, allow the defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On 1st and 10, Richards. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Richards. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
And that one was defensive. They forced him in the third down, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Throwing on 1st down, Richard throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake, and the line of scrimmage got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Eagles have taken the lead.
Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of it.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 33-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. J.J. Watt, his second sack of the night.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Mayfield. This is Shepard on the catch. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 10. Incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you get the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10 again for the 41. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
They had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
On first down, Richard. Inside here, complete. And we'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where you see the final score there. N'Keal Harry, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. 31-28, the final score. And one more to highlight. A good one on Monday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Richard. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager, 52 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Bailey down and kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's not time to get it established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
His throw incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. O'Donnell, he's on the punt as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
At their own 20.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Richard. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense that looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. He finds an opening past the 40. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st and 10.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
throwing on first down. Richard. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time. And with that last play, he's now over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible for what ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A 25-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And how about this? It's complete. And he is out of bounds here. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And pretty darn well executed there. Just a nonchalant flip over the shoulder. But that's not easy. You have to time that right, and they did.
They certainly did, and it wasn't just the flip, right? They timed that up. But then the pass downfield to pick up the football.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Okay. We do good 28 to 7. Giants ain't doing so good. And just got a better conversation 7.0. And then they've been playing 6 for them. She got 223 yards. She got 60 yards. Got 4 touchdowns. She got none.
Their own 33-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really just discrediting their
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to take it. Presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Already at the line. line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. On the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing again. Richard. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. 4-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Richard. It's over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? We've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes a primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills. And we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 5.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Got a man open. It's Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His 2nd touchdown here. It's opening weekend. And the Eagles able to push forward in front. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1 and good. We're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape past the 30. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Saunders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the one we're really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Giants.
Mayfield on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Many coaches never put their starting quarterback almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Mayfield on play action. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's got a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And again, it's Mayfield to the end zone.
What are you doing? You're doing all out of listen to you.
Sterling Shepard, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Javon Hargrave. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. This one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Point after, right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Sloman sets to kick it off.
Set to kick off.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. There's that one again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Xavier McKinney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the hardest line of defense against the long pass. And when he comes in the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and Plenty of weeks to come. So for Philadelphia, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Giants,
sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that live there.
We were all riding high after the win. Back in the locker room, I checked my phone and saw tons of rumors about players who wanted to be traded to our team. I figured it couldn't hurt to mention it to the assistant GM, and sure enough, when I brought it up, he was more than receptive.
Didn't your offense have a nickname that year? What was it?
We were setting out to smash records and win championships, so we thought history in the making was appropriate. Time was tight. We had an autograph signing in just a few hours, but I wanted to make sure I got enough working with the new guys. The practice seemed to fly by. We all left the field feeling pretty pumped for our next game together.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
This is taken around the 12. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, at quarterback.
Yeah, that's the player I made in the game.
Huh?
Yeah, that's the player that I made in the game.
Oh, you made it? Oh.
Yeah. He's the first Charles this week.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Richard.
Wow, you're going to pick up right there. I was throwing the right person, and then you're going to jump right in front of me. Jump right in front. See how I'm going right there, jump right in front of me.
That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because he doesn't hold? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hand.
Versatility and showing those hands.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
The screen pass, that's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll run with Penning, and he's not going to get the 1st. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Rashad Penny unable to get there, and the Eagles defense able to hold.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
That one goes for 24 yards. So this offense, Charles, we've heard of teams acquiring nicknames. You think about maybe the Legion of Boom, the greatest show on turf, the Monsters of the Midway. Well, this offense, they have a new nickname now as well. Self-proclaimed, calling themselves History in the Making. Kind of has a nice ring to it.
Yeah, and it rolls off the tongue real smooth, too, doesn't it? I know they've got to back it up, but I can't wait to watch them play now myself. When you talk about history in the making, it's happening right in front of us each and every time they go out there and play. Let's take a step back, grab some easy chairs, and watch history in the making ourselves.
A throw over the middle, taken in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. You know, Charles, this offense, you and I talked about it off air, but they already had a lot of weapons. But since we last saw them, they've added another piece to the puzzle. Is it possible, though, that maybe at some point you make too many moves, you tinker a little too much?
It's possible. There's no doubt about that, because sometimes you can look at it, have it almost perfected, and say, let's add one more, and it doesn't quite work out.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
He finds Robinson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Robinson. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shut. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever until you've gone somewhere, but you're really happy in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
Those are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so get some fresh air.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
The conversion is no good.
I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point. I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Thirty-yard line, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
By J.J. Watt. An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Eagles 6, Buccaneers 0.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's taken to the 26. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
Their own 41-yard line.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10 again for the 41. Throwing again. Richard. And his throw here is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in your quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. And they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain of
23 yards, the final tally.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice game. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Richard, the quick slant caught. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration start to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Makes the score Eagles 9, Buccaneers 0.
That That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go. Because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for
Robinson. Watch this team when you catching that ball.
He's putting together well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Operating from the gun. Richard gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be
Robinson's second, your first touchdown ever since game this team.
Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the 2nd quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on it. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion. Anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you across state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up 12 yards.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I guarantee the guy throwing the ball does as well. He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Jones. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And 6.
From the gun, Jones looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Caught here by Griffin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Back to throw. Richard. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
gain of 17 yards.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. A lot to get to here this final day of September. So let's get started. We'll start with an NFC matchup down in the Superdome. Washington taking on New Orleans. And it's the home team who are out in front. Dwayne Haskins, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Kyler Murray, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They've been able to move the ball well in the air, and certainly a big reason why those receiving corps have been excellent.
There's no doubt about it, partner. Let's face it, when they get away from defenders, those guys are quick. And when they go over the top of people and use their bodies, they're just thick. But let's face it, what we're seeing right now are catches that are simply sick.
Well, you brought your A game. You're fired up over those catches, aren't you?
Can't help it. Even as a former defensive back, I've got to tip my cap to these guys. They are balling.
I appreciate that. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Richard. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Well, they found him 8 times in that first half, and this is his first catch of quarter number 3.
Not only they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, Richard. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Allen Robinson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point try by Bailey. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Allen Robinson who caps things off with a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work for us. And sometimes they throw in that big jump play right away. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there in the Buccaneer 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. To throw again. Jones. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Javon Hargrave coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game.
22. Buccaneers 3.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. We're talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trust their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Richard. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Throwing on 1st down, Richard. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. If someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. On the slant. He gets it to Gronkowski. And he is tackled inside the 49 feet to the 35. Good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Incomplete. Gronkowski again. He was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jones. He completes it to Evans. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. He's got Evans. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Looking for his home tight end, Gronkowski. And now it's 3rd down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Operating from the gun. Jones. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
For the extra point.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, it doesn't feel right. Exactly.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Richard. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize. So of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Jones pass intended for Rob Gronkowski.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Again for Evans. This time he's got it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Off the play fake, Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Intended for number 88, incomplete. He was covered.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Intended for Chris Godwin.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He hits Gronkowski on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Eagles, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. And for
I use a job, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, current system incredible. Can't put $1, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa, your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the church, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't here around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it on my then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my fate, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my cool. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I used to dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.
It had been a long journey just to get to this point, and with every step, the stakes were raised. The press wanted to gauge our confidence level. As I stepped away from the mic, I knew the next time we stepped onto the field would determine whether we kept going or vanished forever.
Financial Field in Philadelphia. It's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here at their go-to guy under center. First down, Richards. Open is Swain, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. So, CD, the playoffs are here and all the excitement that goes along with the month of January. And for this offense, let's be frank, they really feel like they're the team to beat.
And they should feel that way. This team should be uber confident about their abilities to go on a big run here in the playoffs because, let's face it, this is one of the most talented teams in the league. They've assembled talent from the offseason, in the draft, during the season. They've brought in great parts to add to their team. Now it's time to see if they've grown together as a team, and are they more than just the sum of their parts? Are they finally a unit that can do some damage in the playoffs?
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This ball complete to Rager. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Here's Martin now following the scores. He'll see this one. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Love. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on the play. This time,
trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Richard gonna left, and this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big play there for Philly. 42 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Back to throw. Richard under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss, not a big one.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Aaron Robinson there to make the grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because giving up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Missed PAT in his rearview mirror. He goes back out to kick this one off. Very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
35-yard line.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Love from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Complete.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback in the position you have to be, you just feel like there's something wrong with wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. Timing usually develops.
4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Yeah, they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones on first down.
To start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st and 10, Richard. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. What an excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Richard. He finds Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, so far, literally no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Richard. Ertz over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Robinson's got him. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. First catch for him on this drive alone. They'll give him a 1st down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Kirksey gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando to let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. This is caught by Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're...
Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish. Okay. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me at a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
To throw on 3rd down, Love. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he fields it cleanly. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. It's complete to Robinson. Given mainly on the first down completion.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC divisional round game. And it was the Dallas Cowboys who are moving on to the next round as they eliminate the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackle to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's third down and inches.
No gain on the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It's a gain of 3. And a Packer first down.
And they'll keep moving back with Jones. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket.
And it's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And he'll bang that one through. They certainly made quick work of that. Ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Through for the touchdown. The kick is very short kick taken right at the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia defense now as they head back onto the field. They probably didn't have too much to say over on the sideline with how they're playing right now. Just, hey, give us more of the same.
More of the same is always a good thing when it's going well. When things aren't going so well, that's not the line they want to hear. But right now, they are really coordinated well, making all the right plays, covering for each other. It's really nice to watch if you like defensive football.
This defense excelling at this point. On second down, Love once more. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first reception of a divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12. At the 42-yard line.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than a normal.